Hey guys, it's Jillian, and Pat asked me to do a video sharing with you my tips for getting connected with your challengers and getting them to trust you and building relationships because that is what this business is all about after all. My first suggestion is as soon as they have ordered, get their confirmation number. So if anything goes wrong, you can take care of that for them. It's not a big headache and they don't lose momentum. Next, get their phone number and their address. I like to text them and get to know them and, just like show them that I'm a real person. And I like to send them a piece of snail mail. And that, I think, really takes it to the next level. It goes from a very impersonal phone conversation or Facebook conversation to them receiving a handwritten note from you. Just takes it to another level. You want to add them as a friend on Facebook and stalk their Facebook page. I'm just kidding, don't stalk it. But you do want to try to get to know a little bit more about them. See what they like, who they are, what kind of person they are. Do they have kids? Where do they work? So on and so forth. It gives you a foot in the door, so to speak, and it makes it easier for you to get to know them. I got this from Pat. I think it's a great idea to send them a voice memo. Basically, I thank them. I let them know that I'm there to support them anytime. If they're going to eat a bag of chocolate at 3 a.m., they can text me because I don't want them to do that. It's going to make them feel like crap mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's going to hinder their results and it's going to kill their drive to finish the challenge. So I want to let them know that I'm there for them all the time, no matter what time. I encourage them to be active in the group, even if it's not a fitness post. Just a funny meme that they saw that they laughed at, bring it here, share it with us. We all need a little pick me up through the middle of the day. I remind them that I'm in this too. I, may be more fit than them. I may be skinnier than them or whatever. Doesn't matter. I have a struggle. My struggle might not be weight loss, but it might be my business. It might be being a better mom to my kids. It might be being a better wife to my husband. It might be keeping my house clean. Like, doesn't matter. Being physically fit and staying on top of things go hand in hand for me. So just let them know that you have things that you want to accomplish too, and that you have struggles that get in your way too, and you are here to improve yourself as well. I hit on their number one reason for joining, and then I compliment them. So I'll just tell them like you told me you wanted to lose 10 pounds, so let's make sure we make that happen through this 21 days. And I'm so proud of you. I think it's great that you're like stepping up to the plate. You're doing what's necessary to move on to get on with this goal, and you're not just saying oh next time or next round or maybe tomorrow. Like you took the initiative and you're gonna do it, and I'm proud of you. Prep week. We usually all start our challenge groups out like a week before. So, day one, I do introductions. I have everybody write like a paragraph about themselves, where they live, where they work, do they have kids, do they have pets, what do they like to do with their hobbies, so on and so forth. And I always lead by example, posting first, obviously. On day two, I have everybody list their goals, 3 goals that they will achieve while they are in my challenge group. And this is really cool. It gets everybody interacting really well because they all have very different goals. I mean, they all obviously want to lose weight, but most of them want to feel good about themselves or they want to have more energy or whatever. But it's great. It gets them interacting, and they'll be like, yeah, girl, you can totally do that. You can totally lose that 10 pounds. Like, we're here for you. We're going to motivate you. So it gets them all on the same page as far as like where they all want to be, and it takes it to a more serious level of why they're there. They're not just there to mingle and hang out and follow this program. Like, they're really there to get some shit done. So excuse my French. Day three, and I stole this from Pat too, list something that you're proud of and then tag somebody else, and they can't go until they've been tagged. That's good. It just keeps everybody checking the page, seeing if they've been tagged yet, making sure they didn't miss anything. It keeps them active on the group. Day four, I share a success story, a video. I don't have my own yet. I need to make one after this round. Hopefully, I'll get great results, and I will. If I stick to everything like I'm supposed to, I should definitely get good results. So, share like an inspirational video for them. And I also tell them to go pick out an inspiration outfit. They can either go buy something or they can dig out an old pair of shorts that they haven't worn in 8 years or 10 years or however long. Maybe this one lady had a pair of shoes that she couldn't get into because her feet got fat. So, her goal was to lose enough weight so her feet would get skinnier and she could wear those shoes. So, whatever it is, have them pull it out, and have that be their inspiration, what they're working towards, their goal. Like, Pat said, everybody has a why or whatever, but this is just it's kind of a why because it is something that they want to achieve, but it's also like a visualization, like right in front of them. Like, I want to wear those jeans again. I look so hot when I wear those jeans before. I'm gonna wear those jeans again. Um, I do an inspirational quote on day 5, and it's usually like, whatever you're dreaming, dream bigger, or shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll fall somewhere in the stars. Because you want them to have like the biggest, best goal that they can. You want them to go big or go home. Well, I do. I want them to go big or go home. I want them to work their asses off, and I want them to set expectations for themselves that they didn't think that they could live up to, and then show them that they can. That Beachbody allows you to do that. Beachbody allows you to become not a different person, but a better person, a more motivated person, a more reliable person, a more honest with yourself person. So I want to, like, put all that into them. And then I instruct them to shop and meal prep over the weekend. I put up grocery lists, I put up meal plans, I put up Shakeology recipes. I give them tons of resources, and I, tell them exactly what I bought at the grocery, what I plan on cooking, just so that they have a lot of ideas and options. Because if you're not prepped with the food come Monday, you're so screwed. Because that's like the biggest part of the 21 day fix is the nutrition part. I mean, you can work your ass off all day long, but unless you're eating right, you're not going to get any results. Or you might get some results, but they're not going to be the ones you want. So I make sure that they're definitely on point with the food. I make them post a picture of their prepped food when they're done prepping it, and I ask them to all be done by Sunday at 3 o'clock. This just makes sure that they get everything done before, like, their house gets crazy with, everybody getting ready for school the next day, packing lunches, finishing up laundry, planning for their week ahead. I just make sure all their food stuff is done before that. So that gets done, and I know it's done, and I don't have to worry about it, and they don't have to worry about it. On day 6, I make a post geared specifically towards their questions, their concerns, their worries, and I take the time to answer them fully and correctly. I don't half ass any answers when they're asking me questions. I take everything, all their concerns, very seriously, and I make sure that they feel super comfortable going into everything. Day 7, I have each challenger write, and I like do this too. Like, everything I do, I always do first. I always do everything first and show it to them, or post a picture and then ask them to drop something below in the comments. But I have them write affirmations for themselves. And I have them post the picture, and then I tell them to hang it somewhere that they're going to see it every single morning when they wake up, and they can read it a few times before they go out and about their day. Reading, positive things into yourself really can change everything. What we think is what we become. So I really try to encourage them to think positively about themselves and to not talk down on themselves, even if they mess up. You know what? I'm human. I made a mistake, but tomorrow is going to be better. So every day I do a water check. I do a water check around noon. Sometimes I run late. Today it was like 1:30. I picked the kids up from school at noon, and I didn't really think about it until I was sitting at the park at 1:30. And I tell them how much water I've had too. Again, relating to them. I'm in this with you. I'm struggling with the same things. I'm not the best water drinker, so I appreciate that, you're here to keep me accountable as well. And you want them to stay on top of their water, because water is really, really important in weight loss as well. And feeling good and having more energy and whatever. And a lot of people don't. I mean, this one girl, like, she drinks Mountain Dew every day. And she's like, oh, I stopped and got a water this morning. I didn't get my Mountain Dew. And that was like, hey, small victory, you know? Okay, when the challenge starts, I tell them to put away their scales and put away their tape measures, because numbers can be deceiving, and I don't want them to definitely don't want them to get down on themselves in the middle of the challenge. Oh, you weighed yourself and you're only down 2 pounds. Well, that doesn't matter. Go try on some different jeans. Like, see how things fit. Don't weigh yourself. Don't measure yourself until the very end, because everything can change and numbers can be deceiving. I post something that I do every day that I don't share with, like, the rest of the world. So it's not on Facebook, it's not on Instagram. I post it specifically with them because as Beachbody coaches, we put ourselves out there really hardcore, and this just makes it so that, like, they feel like they're getting, like, more of a personal look into my life than everybody else's, which they are. In a challenge group, they definitely get more of you than most other people do, but you just definitely want to feel like they get to see more inside of your life than everybody else does. Every night I post one strength and one weakness. I need to go do that as soon as I finish this video. And then I ask them to comment below with their strength for the day and their weakness for the day. And I really like this because it gets everybody to see everybody else, like what they're struggling with. Some people are struggling with the same things, some people are struggling with different things. But it's just good for them to like talk and be like, yeah, I totally sucked at drinking water today too. Or, oh, I didn't eat all my green containers and I ate one more purple than I was supposed to. It gets them interacting and getting to know each other, and that's great. I shoot them a text message before bed at night if they have texted me that they're like struggling that day, or if I've noticed that they haven't been super active in the group, and I'll just give them a little pep talk. And just get them hyped up for the group again, and to come back and keep posting. And okay, so what? You messed up. Who cares? Tomorrow's a new day. It's a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? Like, start over. It's okay. Just don't give up, because when you give up, you're not going to get any results. But if you keep pushing forward and you keep trying to be better, you're going to get some kind of results. Sporadically, I'll post for them to drop a food selfie or just a regular selfie or a workout selfie. I'll take polls. I'll ask them like what their favorite Shakeology flavor is, what their favorite recipe for Shakeology is, what their favorite 21 Day Fix recipe is, who's their favorite person that works out with Kat, or not with Kat, but with Autumn. Obviously, mine's Kat. I love Kat. She's my dog. Go Kat. Love your modifications. Um, and I ask everybody to talk about where they've seen the most results, whether it's in their body, whether it's in their energy, whether it's in their attitude, whether it's in clarity of their mind. It doesn't matter. Like, you want to talk about how they're seeing changes in themselves, because you want to remind them that it's working, and for everybody else to see that it's working for the other people too. So maybe if it's not working for them, it's probably because they aren't following on. And if they're not drinking Shakeology, this is a great way for them to be like, well, she's drinking Shakeology and she's having better results than me, so maybe I should try Shakeology. So, and also post videos and like funny things in the group randomly, just to keep like the spirits high and everybody laughing. It doesn't always have to be health and fitness related, but just things to show them that like you're a real person. You have crappy days too, and you thought it was funny, and it made you laugh, and you were hoping that it would make them laugh. So those are my suggestions for a challenge group to be successful and connect with all your challengers. But I think more than anything, that you have to like genuinely want to help these people. You can't expect them to relate to you and to get close to you if you're not genuine in your actions. They're not Success Club points. They are people. They do have goals. They did invest a lot of their money into this. They did give you an opportunity. So you're going to have to put up with some of their excuses sometimes. You're going to have to push them with their heels in the sand. It's okay to show them tough love, but it's not okay to be mean to them. It's not okay to be harsh on them. You want to be supportive and encouraging, always. So I hope that helps. And if you have any suggestions for me, like, I'd love to hear them. I'm new at this too. I'm still learning. I'm like a sponge. So give it to me. Bye, guys. Have a good night.